Hello, good morning, friend. After the completion of Unit 4 in Paper 3, British Fiction, those are the writer, a great novelist of 18th and 19th century. Now we can move forward to the Paper 3, Semester 3, Paper 3, same paper, British Fiction, Unit 1. Dear friends, you know about that. Unit 1, there are two topics. One is novel as a form of art. It means what is novel and which are the characteristics of novel. Or we can say that the development of the novel. And second topic is different methods of narration adopted or employed by novelists. These are the two topics. You know about in question 1, out of these two, we prepare only one because we have to write down only one question in the descriptive paper. But don't worry about that. It may possible in the online exam. There is no option. You have to prepare both. But first of all, dear friends, we try to complete it. Those are the important questions. We have to say in a offline or written exam. That's why I have to prepare. Those are the most simple and easy to write down the out of the novel as a form or different method of narration. So first I completed the different method of narration, then we completed Unit 3, Unit 2, Unit 3, and then later on we also discussed the novel as a form of art. And that's why we completed it. Don't worry, we will complete all the questions, but we focus on the first of all, those are the most important questions, an IMP question for your exam. And later on we have to try we have to say that in the alternative, or we can say that alternative question of that topic. Here only two questions and you have to prepare one. But if possible, if it is online exam, so we have to also complete it later on the question novel as a form of art. Today we discuss about different methods, or we use the techniques, different techniques or various techniques of narration. Here you can easily understand narration words is connected with mostly the novel, or we can say that prose. Narration mostly connected with the prose, different methods or technique. Because in the rise of the novel in 18th century, we discuss about that. Yes, friends, we discuss about those of the four wheel of the novel. Do you remember that? Yes, Samuel Richardson, Henry Fringling, Tobias Smollett, and Lawrence Stearns. These are the four, we can say, the wheel of the novel. And gradually the novel was developed from 18th century to 18th century or Victorian age, from 18th century to that come in the 19th century Victorian age, and up to now at modern age or postmodern in the 20th century. During this period of the time, the novelist applied the different methods, not the stories, not the same way. You know about there are a number of the movies was making of the movies, but you know about sometimes the theme story is equal, but the making of the movie is a quite difference. I give the one example to here, dear friends. Devdas. Yes, you remember the name of the Shah Rukh Khan movie, Devdas, Paro, Chandramukhi, Shah Rukh, Aishwarya, and Madhuri Dixit. But before that, there was a Devdas of the Dilip Kumar, Ajanti Mala, and I think that those are before that. Balraj Sahani's Devdas. And even there were 3 or 4 adaptation of the same Saraswati, 3 or 4 adaptation of the novel. Devdas in the movies, but each time the director and producer are different. They making of the movies Devdas is a differ from the one another. Before that Shahrukh movie Devdas is differ from Dilip Kumar. The theme, novel, storyline is the same, but the techniques, yes, and method employed by the director and producer is different. In the here same way, the writer write down the novel, but to write down the novel, just as a reader we are interested in the storyline and theme, but we know about the different techniques and method employed or adopted, or employed by the novelist when he writing the novel, and which are the method they employed there. So we can discuss in this question the different method or techniques of narration adopted by the in Unit 1, Topic 2. So just first one question, there are a number of the different methods employed by the novelist when he write down the novel, when he has the idea that came in the mind of the novelist. We can say that, and whenever he try to write down that novel, so we can say that we discuss the plot. Sometimes it begins in the middle of the, sometimes end and whole of the story in the flashback. Sometimes he began from the well beginning, middle and the end. These are the different technique of the plot. Here there are the, we can say that these are the elements of the work of art: plot, theme, character, settings, dialogues, style. They are the, we can say that, elements of novel writing or short story writing. But here we are taking the different techniques that employed by the novelist. And here we can say that the first question here, who is to narrate the story, or angle of narration? Who is to narrate? So generally the idea came in the mind, the question arises in the time. We have to read the story. But after that, who wrote that? So we know about the writer. We know about that, who wrote the story. So we can easily know about that. The story is written by the anyone. In the Hindi we can say Premchand, Gujarati Pannalal Patel, or English we can say the O. Henry. This is the story written by that particular writer. But here that person, who is to narrate? The writer is the narrator, or the narrator is different in the story. Who is to narrate the story? So sometimes you know about that. The hero himself, in the first person, hero himself narrate the story. I saw that, I shocked. The person whom I know that he is a very gentleman. And how can it be possible that that gentleman was caught by the police for theft of the money of the poor woman? I was unbelievable that. I cannot trust on myself. How can it possible that a gentleman can do this in this way? ગુજરાતીમાં સમજાવું તો હું પેલા માણસને ઓળખું છું, એ માણસને પોલીસ પકડ, અરે યાર આ તો એ વ્યક્તિ છે, એ કેટલો ઉમદા વ્યક્તિ છે, એ વ્યક્તિ ચોરી કરવાના કેસમાં ફસાયો, એ પણ ગરીબ સ્ત્રીના જ પૈસા ચોર્યા. હું માની શકતો જ હતો નહીં, પણ મને પછી ખબર પડી કે this kind of the narration, it is called the first person narration. Here the narrator himself, here the narrator, the first person narrate the story. Sometimes it is narrated the third person. It is narrated the third person. સિવાય સીધે તેણે જોયું કે તે બગીચામાંથી પસાર થઈ રહ્યો હતો, અને he had to watch. He was passing through the garden here, watching that there is one of a young couple of that. He moved forward, but suspiciously that I have to show the face of that girl, and he can once again he turned his face and look at the girl. He reminded about that there was a little girl who studied in his school, and that was a girl with someone young handsome boy. Who are the boys? Because the girl belonged to the poor class and she was very brilliant. But what happened there? And these are the idea. So મેં જોયું કે તે છોકરી તો ગરીબ, એ છોકરી ન માદા હતી, માલા તો બહુ મહેનતુ અને બહુ આપણે હોશિયાર છોકરી, અત્યારે કોઈ છોકરા સાથે ઉભી છે, એ યુવાન છોકરો કોણ હશે? ધીસ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ ધ આઈડિયાઝ, ધીસ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ ધ નેરેશન, it is called the third person narration. So here who is to narrate the story? The writer himself narrate the story, the writer the story narrated by the first person or the third person, or sometimes it was the decided angle of the character himself, the angle is it? It is called the angle of the story. These are the angles. The angles of the narration. Which is the angles of the narration? Or we can say that sometimes we can find out that whenever the novel written by the writers or story written by the writer, we know about the one sentence. Remember that the author is omniscient or omnipresent. Gujarati, then you can understand what is the meaning of omniscient, omnipresent. If we can use that word, God is the omniscient and omnipresent. ભગવાન સર્વવ્યાપી અને સર્વજ્ઞાતા છે. આવું બોલીએ છીએ ને આપણે, સર્વવ્યાપી મીન્સ પ્રેઝન્ટ, સર્વવ્યાપી સર્વ જગ્યાએ હાજર છે, એન્ડ ઓમનિસાયન્ટ એટલે સર્વજ્ઞાતા, દરેક વસ્તુ જાણે. એન્ડ વોટ ઇઝ રિટન ઇન ધ સ્ટોરી, ઇટ મીન બીકોઝ એવરીથિંગ ઇઝ ધ ક્રિએશન ઇન ધ માઇન્ડ ઓફ ધ author or novelist. He create the character of the hero, he create the plot, theme, character, hero, villain, heroine. Everything was outcome of the mind of the novelist. So that's what in the story, in the novel, author, or we can write down the novelist is the omniscient and or the omnipresent. But he was everything for the production of the or writing of the novel. But even that, which are the techniques used by the novelist? Generally, it is said that from the 18th century, Richardson, who is recognized as the